How's it going, everybody? Thank you for coming back to the channel. Well, it's another beautiful day here in Austin, Texas, and it's not just another beautiful day. Today is a Friday, which means 5-Minute Fridays. And that's a little segment where I like to show you guys some of my tips and tricks in editing that I like to do either for social media, for YouTube, or just things that I've learned along the way as being a videographer and a creative. Today we're going to be talking about panoramic photos, and I'm going to show you how I post my panoramics to Instagram and how I edit them. Now, the reason panoramic photos are so important for Instagram and social media is because what it does, it keeps people on your page for a longer amount of time. So if you post one photo, somebody may double tap that and just swipe up and go on to the next one. The algorithm doesn't really like that. It wants somebody to stay on your page or on that photo longer, whether it's with a longer caption or with a carousel. And so with the carousel, especially with the panoramic, it's only one photo, but you allow this one photo to create more time that your audience is going to be engaging with that piece of content. So this is one reason why I really enjoy panoramic photos, because like I said, it keeps people on your page longer, which the algorithm enjoys. It's going to boost that out to more people. The more people that it reaches, the better chance that you have in growing your followers and getting to where you want to go in your social media career. So I'm going to be using Photoshop. I usually like to edit my photos on Lightroom, but because Photoshop has Camera Raw, which is pretty much Lightroom, I like to just edit everything on the Camera Raw and then do it on Photoshop. I got my glass of whiskey ready. But without further ado, let's hop onto Photoshop. First thing we're going to do is go to our photo. So this is a photo that I'm going to be editing today for Instagram. I actually took this photo a few days ago, but I've been waiting to do this tutorial until I posted it. So you guys are going to see me edit this in real time. So the first thing we're going to do is right click, open with Photoshop 2022. Now that it's opened up, we're going to go over here to filter, Camera Raw filter. Now let's look at the before, after. Ooh, I kind of like that a lot. See, I love these shadows down here, you know, and it's allowing the building to really pop and be its own thing. You know what I mean? Like, when you look at it here, you know, everything's kind of like even colored, even toned. But then once you do your edit, you're bringing out more of the shadows around the trees, which is creating really good depth. But now that the building's in the center, nice, bright, and lit, I think it looks really dope. Alright, so here comes the fun part, which is dissecting each frame for your post. So first things first, you're going to come over here to View, New Guide. And so we're going to start off with 0, because 0 is going to be right here, this line. It's going to be your starting point. So 0 will be the first one, and that's the first thing you got to do. Now what you're going to do is take your width, which for me it is 8192, and what you're going to do with that is you're going to divide it by 4, and that's how you get your first number. So for me it's going to be 2048. So then I'm going to come over here to View, New Guide, and type in 2048, and that's how I get my first cut. Right, now after I have that number, the 2048, I'm going to take that same number, 2048, and I'm going to multiply that by 2. And that's going to get me my second number, which is 4096. Then I'm going to go here again to View, then down to New Guide, and I'm going to put in my other number, which is going to be 4096. Now what we're going to do for the next number is take that 4096 and add 2048 to it, and that's where we're going to get 6144. So once again, we go over to View, New Guide, then we put in that number 6144. There you go. And then lastly, for this last cut, we're going to take our width, which is 8192. So we're going to go over here to View, New Guide, 8192. Enter. Great. We're almost done. Now what you want to do is come over to this cutter tool right here, slice tool, slice from guides, and so each one of these is going to be one of your guides. After you've done that, come over here to File, Export, Save for Web. So then it's going to give you this option. I like to kind of get a nice color place and just click, you know, and kind of adjust this for you for a bit. Everything looks good. Save. All right, we're going to call this one Capital Sunrise. And we're going to save. If we go down to our panoramic post images, you're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are going to be your 4 posts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the other thing I like to do is just export it regular. So come over here, export as, export Pano Capital. We'll add that over also to panoramic post, save. Alright, so now what we're going to see is we have our images, which is going to be the 4 of them diced up, but then we have the actual full edited version. Alright, so I just finished airdropping the photos from my desktop to my phone. So one thing that I like to do with this panoramic photo is actually go to the Adobe Express app that I have. And as you can tell, I already have a little template set up for this. And so I'll click on that image, click down here, replace, photo library, and then I will add that panoramic photo. Done. And so now when I post it, I have these 4 panoramics that you can swipe through in the carousel, but then the last one will actually be the full panoramic photo. And so let me show you how I post it. We're gonna go down here to the Instagram app, post. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your actual full panoramic. So then when somebody swipes through, this is what they'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's how you, look how smooth that looks. And you've officially posted your first panoramic photo to Instagram. Like I've said before, it isn't just posting reels that's going to get your page to a larger audience. It's also how you engage with people on the comment section, in your messages. It's also, are you posting carousels so that people can swipe through and stay on your page longer? And like I said, with panoramics, it's only one photo that you're allowing to break up into 4 to 5 different little photos. So when you're swiping through, or when your audience is swiping through, it's gonna boost it, it's gonna send it out to more people because it sees that your engagement with your audience is actually lasting longer. And so it's gonna assume that more people are gonna like it, so it's gonna push it out to more people. So that's the way that I upload my drone panoramic photos to Instagram. If y'all want a behind the scenes on how I actually take the photos and the other photos that I post, so there's a vertical panoramic and there's a horizontal panoramic, and I like to do both. If you guys want to learn how I do those, how I take them on the drone and all that good stuff, comment below. If you're new to the drone world, first of all, welcome, but also what are some things that you want to know as a beginner drone pilot or as a new drone pilot, or if you're somebody who's flown a drone for a while but you haven't really explored the creative aspect of it. What are some things you want to know? Do you want your drone footage to look more cinematic? Do you just want it to look prettier? You let me know, comment below, and I will try to answer your questions. Until next time, I'll see you on the flip side. Have a great day.